Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I am really excited to share with you today because I just got back from my Bath & Body Works and they had all of their new Everyday Luxuries out. These are not available online yet and I don't think they're supposed to be set in stores until next weekend. By the time I get this video up, it's probably going to be like Tuesday or Wednesday, so it'll be coming very soon, but a lot of stores don't have them out yet, so I was really excited that mine do. I'm taking this video on Saturday, so there's going to be an online flash sale for body care tomorrow, Sunday, and that's when I'm going to pick up a lot of the new spring line, which I'm also excited to share with you. But these, since they aren't supposed to be out yet, will not be part of that, so I got these with some rewards. I only got 3 of them. I skipped out on 3 others, so I'll have to share those with you another time, but the 3 that I got today, so excited about. So my 3 favorites, the ones that I picked up, were salted Shorelines, and then I got Eau de Coconut, and I picked up Love Unleashed. At my store, they also had Hello Happiness, and that one I couldn't smell very well, and that was probably just a result of being in the store and having all the smells around. I think I was kind of nose blind by that point. They also had Always Fleur. I don't know, that's French is hard. But that one was really floral. I don't usually tend to go for florals as much, so I decided I definitely did not need that one right now. I'll decide about that one later. And I can't even remember what the last one was. It was something, and it just was not my most favorite, so I didn't pick that one up. But the 3 that I did pick up, let's get started. So we're going to start with Eau de Coconut. This one has scent notes of coconut milk, tropical lily, and vanilla sandalwood. Now all of these, the Everyday Luxury line, are supposed to be dupes for higher end perfumes or fragrances. I don't follow high-end perfumes or fragrances at all. Perfume is not really my thing. I'm more of a lotion girl. So I cannot tell you whether these are good dupes or not. I looked around and it seems like there wasn't really a consensus of what perfume this one was supposed to dupe. So I'm just going to talk about it as the cream that it is because I really like this one. It wasn't my favorite of the 3 that I got because it is just a little bit, to my nose, kind of one note. It is really coconutty. Like, you smell it and immediately you're like, oh yes, coconut. That's coconut milk, coconut oil. Like that's what it smells like, which is a scent that I love. So it's really good for me. It does say tropical lily. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of floral. Yeah, I get the hint of a little bit of floral underneath that coconut. But honestly, I don't think lily is standing out enough. It's not really standing out to me. The vanilla sandalwood, there is like that little hint of the warmth of the vanilla sandalwood, because coconut, I would classify coconut as kind of a warm scent, but it does have kind of also a refreshing quality to it. But this is not really a refreshing scent. I would say the warmth of the vanilla sandalwood kind of like dulls that a little bit. So it's really just warm coconut is what it smells like to me. Which, like, I don't know, it's giving sitting on the beach. Like that's what this smells like. I suppose if you're being uncharitable, you could say it's giving like sunscreen, but it doesn't smell like sunscreen at all. It just smells like, you know, a lot of brands of sunscreen scent their sunscreen like coconut because it is such like a tropical summery smell. So I think that's kind of what I am associating this with. But I really like this one. I'd say it's probably number 3 on my list, but these are my top 3, so. Okay, this one is called Salted Shorelines, and I picked this one up because I tell you what, I love a salty scent. I have some of the men's care creams as well, because sometimes I'm just feeling like wearing something like that. So I have Atlantic, and it is probably my all-time favorite in the men's care. Like, it's a really, really good scent. So I wanted to pick this up because I love that salty smell. This one has scent notes of dewy bergamot, warm sage, and salted driftwood. It's supposed to be a dupe for, I believe it's called Salt and Sage. I cannot remember who makes it. I have no idea what it smells like, so I can't tell you whether it measures up or not. But I can tell you that this is definitely, to my nose, a more complex scent than Eau de Coconut. So I could see it being a good dupe for a higher end fragrance. Now, to me, okay, so salted driftwood is the third scent note listed. To me, it's really coming across as the top note. Oh, like it's just so salt. And maybe that's me projecting because I love the scent of salt so much, and I was really hoping for a nice salty smell. That's possible. So maybe psychologically, it's just getting in my head and I want it to be salty. But to me, that's kind of what it smells like. There is definitely a little bit of that kind of springy bergamot. I don't know how to classify bergamot. It's not really a floral. It's not really springy. It's not really a warm scent either. It kind of just lands somewhere in the middle of those three things for my nose. Yes. I really think this is a really nice unisex smell. I find that Bath and Body Works, the men's care line, it all kind of has that very cologne-y note. I don't even really know what to call it because again, I don't know all that much about fragrance. But the note to my nose is sort of like a high school boys' locker room. Not the gross part, but like, you know, they all are using like their Axe body spray or their what is it, Old Spice deodorant, and they both have that one similar note as well, and it's really strong in those two particular scents. So to me, most of the men's body care also has that, and not overwhelmingly most of the time, but it's almost always there. Like I can smell it there. So to me, a lot of the men's stuff smells really similar. But this, I feel like this is a nice kind of masculine scent, but it doesn't have that particular like cologne-y note. Yeah, it's just like really, it's not floral, it's not fruity, it's not gourmand, like none of the things that you would usually associate with a more feminine scent. It's just like it's kind of clean almost, and that sage is just like a little bit green, a little bit woody. So it's just like this really nice, I don't know, the smell of salt and green and woods, and it just makes me think of outside and warm days, and but not like in a tropical sense, in like a very like I went to San Diego several years ago. So it reminds me of sitting on the beach in San Diego, like just a little bit green, a little bit salty, just like really, it's nice. It's really nice. Okay, now we're going to talk about my absolute favorite from the collection. This one is Love Unleashed. I do think that it is my favorite everyday luxury out of all of the ones that Bath & Body Works currently has out. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with Bath & Body Works, but I have been smelling a lot. So out of all the everyday luxuries that are currently released and on shelves to smell, this one is my top favorite. I love this one so much because it has a really, really good smell that it starts off with, and then it has a really like interesting smell underneath. So let's talk about the scent notes. This is sugared pink pepper, warm neroli, and whipped marshmallow. Okay, and if you don't know what neroli is, because I didn't until I did a video about Tree Hut a little while back, neroli is orange blossom, like the blossom of the orange flower. And it's the scent distilled in a certain way. I think it's when you use steam distilling, that's when you call it neroli. I could be wrong. I'm just remembering this from reading about it a couple weeks ago. But just know it's an orange scent. And it is kind of orange and it's kind of floral, and it just has like that nice, it straddles the line nicely, in my opinion. Now, this is supposed to be a dupe for the perfume Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. And I couldn't tell you if it's a good dupe, but I can tell you what it smells like to me. Um, and I'm going to tell you actually first what my partner said about it. I put it on. This was the first one I put on when I came home because I was so excited about it. And my partner, who's been like enjoying this journey of scents with me, he's like, "You smell like sweet tarts," which I thought was really funny because it is like a super sweet scent. It does have a little bit of that like candy quality to it. It's so sweet. And I love sweets and I love candy, so that explains why I love this one so much. And then on the dry down, I feel like that pepper comes out more. It doesn't, it's not like the candy scent goes away when it dries down and you just get the pepper. It's more like the pepper just amplifies a little bit. So when you're smelling this in the tube or you're first putting it on, I would say it's like 100% fruity candy. Like it just smells really, really, really good. But then as it starts to dry down, it's still like 80 to 90% fruity candy, but you've got that like 10 to 20% of like just a little bit of pepper, just a little bit of spice, something interesting, which I think is what I really love about this. Like it's not a straight candy smell. That little bit of interest is what really gets me. Now, I think the warm neroli and the whipped marshmallow are definitely what's combining to make that candy smell. Because the neroli would give it kind of a fruity quality, and of course the whipped marshmallow is going to be super sweet. So I think those two, despite being the second and third listed note on here, are definitely the stronger notes of this particular cream. But that sugared pink pepper is in there, and it does smell really good. And again, as for the other two, the other three that were just released in the Everyday Luxuries line, I genuinely cannot remember the third one. Like, so that tells you how I felt about it. It was not very memorable. But the second one, Hello Happiness, really didn't smell like anything to me. It's supposed to be a dupe for Clinique's Happy. And I don't know that I've ever smelled that either. And again, I really think that's just because I was going nose blind in the store. That's not a judgment on Hello Happiness. I'll have to buy that one at a later date and try it out again and see what I really think about it. But I was just a little afraid to use one of my rewards for it because then, you know, you're kind of stuck with it. Like it's hard to return it if it was for a reward and then get your reward back, and like it's a whole thing. So I took home the three that I really loved. The other one was called Always Fleur, Always Fleur. I don't know. But that one had a really, really strong floral note to it. And it's not that I found it unpleasant. It's just that floral notes are not my most favorite thing. So I wasn't quite sure how I would feel about it once it was on. So I figured I would wait for a $5 or $6 body care sale, and then I would try that, take it home, try it out, and really get a feel for what I really think about it. So that is my review for 3 of these new Everyday Luxuries from Bath & Body Works: Salted Shorelines, Eau de Coconut, and Love Unleashed. If you have any comments, or if you have been in the store and smelled these and you have any thoughts about what you think about them, or if you smelled the originals that they're supposed to be duping and you have some comments about that, please do post in the comments down below, because I would love to hear your thoughts on whether you think these sound like good dupes, what you thought of the scents in the store. Please let me know. I'm always interested in what you all have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.